What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and welcome to NieR Reincarnation. This is an upcoming hero collector that's currently in a very short closed beta. All progress will be wiped here in a couple of days. So I thought I would take this brief opportunity to kind of show you how the game is shaping up thus far. Now here in the closed beta, it only has content up through chapter 4. I played the game up to chapter 3, just kind of get a feel for it. So I'll give you guys some of my very early impressions of a very incomplete, very beta experience thus far, right? But you do get a nice feel for what the game is trying to be. And I gotta say, spoiler, it's looking pretty good so far. So let's start off with the most obvious, the graphics. I think the graphics are actually really good. I am playing the game on my cell phone, so you're not going to be able to get the full feel for the soundtrack. Hopefully I can get this game working on an emulator when the game actually hits global launch. But here on my cell phone, graphically, I have everything on max. As far as performance is concerned, it performs quite well. I think here in the closed beta, there is a memory leak, I believe, because the longer you play it, the worse it plays, right? The menus get really laggy. It starts to slow down. So if you see any of that in the video, just do kind of note that it starts off really good. Then, like I said, the longer you play, it kind of drains out, which sounds to me like a memory leak. So there you go. When it comes to combat, your characters will automatically do basic attacks. You can kind of dictate, who you want to focus on, but they will just automatically do basic attacks whether you do anything or not. Now, if you want to do any type of special attacks, you can see here each character has 2 different skills. And you can kind of see, if you look at, and I hate the fact that once again, I'm on my cell phone, so I can't really point at nothing, but you can see some of the up arrows on some of the skills. That lets me know that that skill will actually do increased damage to that specific mob. So that's how you do that. And if I want to do my ultimates, you can see this bar kind of going across their portraits. Once that bar fills up across their portrait, then they can do an ultimate. So let's go ahead and throw this bad boy on autoplay so they can start doing some of their special attacks. Now, these are the characters that I started the game off with. I have not done a summon. We will be doing a summon towards the end of the video. But I will say none of the attacks are just like, it's not going to be like Epic 7. At least not these characters. You're not going to see like these absolutely insane, mind-blowing, screen-filling attacks. You're not really going to see that. If I don't tell you what the ultimates are, you'll probably miss them, right? So it's not really going to be one of those games, but I still think graphically, the game is extremely good looking, especially when it comes to traversing the main story quest. So the way that NieR Reincarnation, so many games with this NieR name, I'm telling you, the way that NieR handles traversing stages, let's go back to a stage over here real quick. So I can kind of give you, because like I said, the beta is very limited here. And what they're doing time releases. So as the beta kind of gets to the end, they slowly open up more and more content here. So we're going to go backwards in time so I can kind of give you an idea of what main story quests look like. So once again, very NieR, right? Very NieR. If you play any of the NieR games, a lot of this stuff is going to just feel familiar. But one thing I really like about the main story quests is that they all take place in this like little, usually very linear, but every now and then there are some branching paths, but you just kind of walk through these worlds, getting the story, and you get these really nice locations and very interesting camera angles as well. When it comes to the actual story themselves, it follows this little girl and this ghost named Mama. And like I said, I'm not going to really spoil too much of the story here, but yeah, it's going to be weird. It's totally going to be weird, trust me. But what I like about this is the fact that every single location that I've been in has been a unique, and I would assume a unique handmade experience. So every single location has these, purposeful camera angles that gives you this really nice view of the world you're in. And not only are you rewarded, just visually looking at the game, like, wow, like everything looks really good. You're also tangibly rewarded as well, because as you're looking at these amazing locations, there are some collectibles in the world as well that you can be looking for. So what basically I'm looking for are these black birds. I'm gonna see if I can find one in this video here. But these black birds are basically like a collectible, and each stage, let's say, I gotta make the number up because I forgot. Let's say that each stage has 4 black birds in them. Look, you see that one? You see it? You see it? So not only are you getting these, like I said, these really striking locations and these very purposeful camera angles and pans, you also have to be looking around as well to be finding those black birds. And I really like that. It reminds me like, kind of like an experience like Journey on PlayStation, something like that, where part of the experience is the actual visual, right? The visuals of the game is part of the experience. So will that appeal to, the type of person that plays hero collectors and they're really only concerned about, combat and increasing their power, et cetera, et cetera? Maybe, maybe not. But I will say for me, it's been pretty good. Like, I'm definitely digging the way they designed the main story. It's nothing like you've seen in any other hero collector. And it makes me, so far, and I hate to throw a little bit of shade, but my friend, the sun is out, or the sun is behind the clouds. I messed that up, but you know what I was trying to do there. Compared to Sino Alice, this one is to me, it's infinitely better. Like, playing this versus when I first played Sino Alice is not even comparable. Like, this game is 10 times the game just at its base form. If I only play this game through its main story content and then I just drop it, I don't really play like the daily grind, I would still say that I'm having more fun in this game than Sino Alice by a long shot. So that's combat. Like I said, combat's very straightforward, kind of hands off. Haven't found any content that made me do any type of manual gameplay just yet. But of course, as these games go on, they get harder and harder. So I would assume that is coming in the future here. But very cool locations. Like I said, I think the graphics are great. Like, really, really solid. It looks like all the NieR games, right? Mobile has gotten to the point now that they can pretty much replicate, for the most part, like a PC game on medium-high settings. So no worries whatsoever there at all. You might have thought that was an ultimate. It wasn't. So there you go. That's a little bit of combat there. Let's go back over here to the main screen so I can kind of give you an idea of what the game has for you. I don't want to spoil too much of the story, but I'll kind of give you, you'll kind of see how it flows out. Once again, I apologize. I am playing this game on my cell phone, so you can't hear the English voice acting, but this is English voice acting. So far, every single main story quest, when it comes to interactions between these two, full English voice acting. You'll love to see it, and I believe Korean as well. All right, so there you go. Let's see if we can't get out of this bad boy. I could always just cut the video from here, but why would I do that? Maybe you guys want to take a look at some stuff. There you go. Take a look. You see it? Pretty good. And then there are some 3-star conditions. Oh my God. Clear with the wind main weapon. Freaking A. So got screwed on that one. Boy, I hate arbitrary 3-star requirements. I despise them. Let me just win, dude, without dying. That's all I want to do. So yeah, there you go. So chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and then I have to wait until they actually unlock the rest of the chapters. And that's a beta thing, not a game thing. They're just trying to, I guess, keep people's attention throughout beta. So that's why they're doing it that way. And you can see the black birds here. That lets me know in that specific location, did I find all the black birds? Yes or no? So that is that. Let's go back over here to the main story screen here. So you have your loadout, which is going to be basically the characters you bring into combat with you. You can bring 3 units with you. There's a nice little auto that'll just grab all your best units, throw them in the party for you. Same thing when it comes to gear. If you just want to throw auto on, get the best amount of gear on your character, you can. But of course, if you want to do manual, you can go ahead and grab multiple weapons here to boost up your power and attack there. More to come on that once we actually hit global launch and I have a little bit more time spent with the game. When it comes to characters, once again, you can go into one of the characters in your deck here, hit auto. This will give you some EXP materials to increase your level. Very, very straightforward. You can kind of feel the game is a little slow in the menus. I hope they make it a little snappier. This is kind of what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Sometimes the menus just take their sweet time. Same thing when it comes to weapons as well. You can just automatically hit auto, grab some of these upgrade materials. There are some daily resource grind stages which allow you to farm for those. And of course you can get them out of the main story quest as well. So I assume, enhance your weapon, enhance the skills of your weapons, ascend them, evolve them, pretty much as you guys expect. I do believe the gacha has both characters as well as weapons, so be on the lookout for that. You can also bring companions into combat with you, and these companions also provide additional attacks as well. So kind of like a pet system if you kind of compare to other hero collectors of this type. So that is that. And then you have your quests. Main quests I just showed you. Sub quests are going to house basically everything else, right? So you have your daily resource grinds. This allows you to get different types of materials to upgrade your characters. You have these guerrilla quests, which only happen throughout specific times of the day. But if you do these guerrilla quests during these times, you're going to get higher drop rates for those types of items here. So those are the items you saw that I just used to enhance my weapons. You also have individual character quests to kind of flesh out the game world, flesh out the characters, so you can basically learn more about the intentions of each character. And then you have arena right here, which I cannot unlock at the moment. So that is that. So loadout, we talked about enhancing quests. Then you have an exploration mode, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. I'm just gonna guess and say it's a tried and true dispatch mode, but you know what? I don't know. You have your main menu, your library, and then of course summons as we end the video, my friend. But that's pretty much the game so far. Like I said, the main story quest, I love the way that it's laid out because like I said, it's a very visually striking game. So I'm definitely digging the layout of the main story quest, especially considering everything is just a completely unique location, handcrafted with very, purposeful camera angles and locales. I think it's a pretty good experience. So like I said, kind of what I alluded to earlier, if the only thing I do in this game is play through the main story quest, get to the end and call it a day, I think it would be well worth the time just based off of that. So the game, I think, has a pretty solid foundation with that. There's not a lot of games out there, hero collector wise, that I care enough about to play through the main story quest. But this one is definitely one I at least want to do that. And I hope that the minute to minute, the daily resource grinds, the daily grind of the game also keeps me enthralled as well. Arena events, the things that we kind of expect from hero collectors, collabs. I hear this game is pretty decent when it comes to collabs as well. So that is that. So let's go through a few of these summons here. So of course, different types of weapons. We got a little gold summon here. War Chronicle 1. There you go. I want to know if I can get the... Let's see if we can get a character to come out here. The closed beta has given us a ton of currency, so I'm not going to try to blow through all of it. This door is only silver. So let's skip this door. And let's see. Yeah, that was pretty much nothing. We're playing. What's the game with the doors? Oh, God, I can't even remember. What's the... Dan Memo. Dan Memo's the I think, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Dan Memo. There's probably even more doors when it comes to summons somewhere. Oh, can it crit? So it only showed a silver door, but I was able to get this abstract hunter. She's unlocked. Welcome to the squad, Gale. Okay. So we got ourselves a character there. And then we also have abstract assassin as well. Very rarely do you see kind of like this type of design of a character that uses an axe. Like, you really don't see that too often. And then Silver Snow Fang. So once I unlock the character, do I unlock the weapon as well? It looks like it. Once again, I'm gonna have to figure out more of this stuff once the game hits global launch. I did not do any summons leading up to this video, so this is all brand new to me. All right, let's do one more. Let's just do a summon until we get one more character. So we just got a duplicate of that character there. So we got, looks like some types of shards of some type to power up that character's abilities. Once again, we'll have to figure that out once we hit global launch. So this door is gold. So let's do Skipperoonie. And then we have Dissenting Girl. She's only a 3-star. And the art, of course, looks very NieR, of course. And then who's this guy? Dissenting Assassin, another type, but this one is using swords. Okay, so there you go. Just a nice little quick preview of the game so far. I do think that the game might be worth your time. I know we're going to be waiting for a long time. I think right now, what is it, November that we're going to see this game? So it's going to be a while. And I'm kind of a curious move to do a very short closed beta here in May for a game that's coming out in November. But I'll be on the lookout for it. Like I said, the only thing technically I see needs to be improved is a little bit of a memory leakage problem. Sometimes the autoplay breaks and you can't, oh, hey, there we go. We got the banner character, Abstract Captive. There she is, the banner character right there. Very nice. Like I said, a memory leak issue. Sometimes the auto button breaks a little bit, but for the most part, pretty solid so far. And like I said, I really do appreciate the English voice acting because come on. Let me out of here. But that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is FG3000. And one thing I do like, check this out. More games need to do this. So if it's a character, you can actually preview their abilities. Look at that. Very nice. Can I do, who else can I do over here? Oh, look at that. Oh, dude. Nice. Okay. All right. Very rarely do you see an assassin use an axe. There you go. You got bootleg Vincent. Very nice. Little wind attack there. Just in the underwear, you know, just rocking it. Underwear, rock it. All right, guys. So I am out. Thank you guys a ton for watching, and I'll see you guys again when this game actually hits global launch. Until then, I'm out. Or another beta, maybe, possibly. I don't know.